A big thank you to the Beenie Man Foundation.
Yay! People. So me feel like this is one of the best person for do this with for Jamaica. Jamaica will come together and we're gonna make sure we do it the right way.
Start cleanup
and gather and stop run down the rice and the bread and the rare and go look the pit and
daughters, have a conscience, ladies and gentlemen, and let us together as a nation build this country.
You dig? But only Jamaicans must sit down with them under them clock jaw. With them under them jaw. They block demand people to send this and send that.
As Melissa had damaged so many persons, it was so devastating. And we're just saying thank you. Some of the patients, I'm saying 2 came in this morning, they had absolutely nothing. And we had to be begging other persons for stuff for them. So trust me, this touch our hearts, you know, and this...
Yes! Come on, I get free the 2 of us.
Helicopter land down. Helicopter land over there, sir.
For the helicopter.
It was a 4 helicopter.
We don't want for the helicopter, them they sit in the canyon.
So incarcerated dancehall artist Squash is seeking to try to get less than a 2-year sentence on a gun charge in the United States, my people. According to the Nationwide article, they are stating that the attorneys representing dancehall artist Squash has asked the court to sentence his client to less than 2 years in prison for a gun conviction in the United States. The attorney included samples of character letters in his argument, including a letter from Squash's wife, Naomi. The lawyer also asked the court to throw out conclusory and misleading information in the pre-sentence investigation reports that Squash is an active member and leader of a transnational criminal organization, my people. So, you know, I don't know what to think about that argument. If you don't feel like that is something that the attorneys can pull off, you know, if you feel like Squash would get that amount of years for the charges when they on my people. Now, you know, we can leave the thoughts and comments in the comment section. And we even have some blog for do as it relates to dancehall, you know, me just can't really get the time at this moment. You see, you know, what heap of greatness are going as it relates to the artists them out there, and we basically have to point it out to people. So watch what go on, you know. We that's where the likes of Buju Banton and finally get to load up this jet as promised, and it's off and it's a way to Jamaica, my people. We see where the Gargamel state that it are going to load up with medical supplies and some other aid, and you know, him no fall short with the argument, my people. So big up to the likes of Buju Banton, you know, that is Buju Banton, you know, out where the jet them a take off and all our vibes with the one them. So that is definitely a good look, and most definitely we have to highlight that. See? And also make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and click the notification bell, my people. We also see where General B touched down in the Westmoreland, and you know, we hear some first-hand reasoning from some of the people, my people. You know, some of the residents are stating that them not really want nothing from the helicopters because them not really like what them are carry. And some is basically stating that bias is going on, as you know, when the helicopters land, you know, the politician them a take the food and give whoever them want to give and so forth. And as me say, me not really take my eye and see this, you know, people. And me know say people say a lot of things, you know, for a lot of different reasons. So me not gonna even jump to conclusion. But what me I gonna do, I gonna play the video and make you know, determine one and determine half of one. So check out this from General B.
Yes! Come on, I get free the 2 of us.
Helicopter land down. Helicopter land over there, sir.
We don't want for the helicopter.
It was a 4 helicopter.
We don't want for the helicopter, them they sit in the canyon for the helicopter.
Yeah, very good.
There's
a right thing they will carry. I got the right thing.
Take out the fear. Husband,
Water is life.
3 helicopter then. And
4 helicopters.
one come 2 times. One come twice,
Yeah,
4
right.
times, and 4 wait, whatever. And
4
not
come
even
one
a
day.
bottle of water. For me not get, Papa, you know, we don't want nothing for the helicopter. Because we don't have nothing for the helicopter.
Look how I see one whole team coming to fool and the politician and carry on to the politician style. You don't need that again. The PNP them and move away.
They said the first bag, me need to play a video. And the first bag, me receive
Listen, man, the politician them West End forget nothing for issue. All the vote on the street to themselves.
See that?
I'm not getting a ballot.
The artist them a fair thing there.
Choose to come and play somewhere. Yeah, man, General B. Let me say. Call Chat P, CP Inc. Yeah, man, the artists, them thing. You see me? Feel them thing. So the land line, Westman over there, help the people, them.
Alright.
So General B, them are Westmoreland, our place, you know, we respect for them youth. Watch out. Yeah, man, Westmoreland, General B, CP Inc. You know. You see the notice board there too, you know. Read the notice board. Alright, see it now. See me? Greatest them you tell you Westmoreland. CP Inc. General B. Read the notice board. Live. Them you tell greatest them I do, you know?
So my people, big up the likes of General B. You know, put aside the complaints about the government and the opposition. You don't know how the thing go, politics and government and so forth. So people are gonna always complain and bonfire. But you know, great job from General B, and he's establishing that, you know, him go down in the nitty-gritty, because a lot of people just go out in the square and, you know, people where continuously get aid, just get aid, and some people we're running in these communities get left back, as this lady would have said at the first, she even a whole a bag and nothing at all, my people. So big up to the likes of General B. And the next thing I must commend them to me, like how them have the people them on the orders where them line up and get them thing. You get to me and say, don't look good for videos that come out where it appear chaka and look like a hooligan business or go on or whatever. And we understand say people desperately in need of help, but even so, the thing can hold on a little orders. And sometimes when it hold on the orders, it go even smoother and everybody get a balance amount of stuff, and you know, one man no get 50 and the next man no get none. You see, yeah, man. And also we see where the likes of Beenie Man, the boy Beenie Man go hard in this, man. I like my people. Once of it, big up the likes of Beenie Man. Not only that, Beenie Man gave out aid and assistance and them thing there from the other day. We see where we revisit the likes of Black River and, you know, Manchester hospital in Manchester as well, my people, and him that give some well-needed aid according to even the nurses. Some patients forwarding and not even have no supplies at all. So it's a blessing for Beenie Man bringing them thing there. And as me say, as much as we have whole heap of dancehall stuff we blog about, we have to highlight them thing and set speed. You see. So this is Beenie Man.
Area, Black River Hospital damage. So this is where the ladies are having the ladies. So we're just leaving some care package for the young man and sick kids and everything. So yeah, we are here at the temporary hospital maternity ward. The temporary maternity ward, because there's a maternity ward over there. It's gone. So this is a temporary one. So we are here delivering some package for the young man and all the kids that come here and all the mothers and everything. So they are not here today, but we are here. We were doing a shoot there to Catterwood and so the people them can get to go. Yeah. But we're not stopping. We're still there.
We appreciate everything.
This is just another thing.
Beenie Man, on behalf of the maternity ward, thank you so much. Yes, maternity ward family, thank you so much for your generous donation, and we will put it to good use.
Blessings.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it. We're being too well.
We get photos already, sir.
Sorry.
We need a coffee. Yeah.
Okay. It's them 6 days. Everything in that truck. Where everything in that truck? Are you that? You know I buffer. Yeah, come on, let's go. All right.
Dr. Moses.
Celeste. Everything good?
Beenie Man's Foundation.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome.
That's it.
This is Mandeville Regional Hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you all.
That's it. And they have a push. So they're going to give her an injection here. Oh. Yeah. And then wow. And then we might take here, really.
As you know, this is the maternity ward. So on behalf of the staff or CEO or supervisors or nurse manager for the maternity ward, nurse in charge, we're saying thank you, thank you. On behalf of the patients, we're saying a big, big thank you to the Beenie Man Foundation.
Yay!
You know, Hurricane Melissa was a pain. Melissa had damaged so many persons. It was so devastating, and we're just saying thank you. Some of the patients, I'm saying 2 came in this morning, they had absolutely nothing, and we had to be begging other persons for stuff for them. So trust me, this touch our hearts, you know, and this is going to be of use to our patients. Not all patients need food. Some of them need some of these things. So thank you for.
So yeah, my people, as me said, the doctor go hard, me not lie, you see it. And also, on the other hand, even though we not really put a video of her in this blog, you know, the ex-wife of the doctor is going hard to, and we are talking about the angel, who have our foundation from long time. So randomly, me just have to big up the angel again, because, you know, she out and do her thing, and the people is appreciative of the artist them. The people are appreciative of the artist them to to a level where the people would make it look like the artists them even rival the government. Some people even use the artists them to beat the government and say, boy, if I never the artists them. But we not gonna do that still. We know say, yo, someone know I say, yo, you know, oh, you always go easy and whatever. But now if you understand, say, you know, a whole heap of people outside we in Jamaica look on them platform. I can out here bring down my country for no adequate reason. I get to me and say, I understand say people the thing now as smooth as how I want it. And to be truthful, when it comes down to government, you know, them operate much slower than me or you're taking out the money or whatever. You see. So that still. I get to me and say, and also, you know, with a manage for basically line up our little thing and basically I go send them off and support. I'm gonna say big up the General Kevin will send off a thing as well to our cause. So, you know, we will have that on the way soon and very soon. So big up to the ones them, and probably, you know, me observe how the thing go, and maybe like in a, you know, November, December, if the thing still drastic, we try to jump up something and send off something. But we are going to observe, you know. You get to me and say, yeah, man. So that. But anyways, my people, outside of Beenie Man and them big names they're giving help, the veteran them, we also have, you know, other people who throw in big names them as well. You get to me and say, but, you know, we not left out, nobody said we. We that's where the likes of Kiprich and Kizzy, we are out and, you know, chocolate and stuff them shoot down, and you know, of course, I would see where the people them out and appreciate the help and the love and so forth. So big up to the likes of Kiprich and Kizzy. It's basically a good look, and we love that. And also, you know, when I see another artist that is out in the diaspora, we are talking about the likes of hood celebrity. You see, I think she go by the name Tina at this moment. And when I see where she is gearing up to send down some stuff on the ground as well. You see it? So mums out there and do our thing, my people. Check out that video here.
Hey guys, welcome and listen. You don't know me and Stitchy. One of my favorite person, one of the most loyal, one of the most person I know. I always I look out for people behind the scenes. I always I go hard for people. So me feel like this is one of the best person for do this with for Jamaica. Jamaica will come together and we're gonna make sure we do it the right way for the Jamaican people them. We'll buy a couple of stuff. Stitchy will be going to Jamaica himself for dip on the ground and give them stuff here to the people.
So yeah, my people, and as much as we have a lot of things we are going smoothly, some things we are going rough and so forth, you also are going to have some people who are judgment people and we are bonfire to, you know. So we don't have the likes of Karen Cross, my people, and Karen Cross is stating that, you know, once and one should start the cleaning up process, and she's appealing to the citizens. I say, yo, you know, she knows that the thing tough and hard out there and whatever, but don't get on a level where it's like, yeah, get comfortable with just getting aid, but you know, try to move one zinc from there, so you know, scrape out little mud from there, so when the place dry up and them thing, they just sit down and wait for somebody else to do that when that may not come anytime soon. Take a listen to what she's saying.
Who fought that?
Patriotic Karen says everyone should go home and start cleanup.
And gather and start run down the rice and the bread and the rare and go look to pick them uniform. Can them wash way? Because they never do the government tell them to do. So they pick them uniform wash way. Who fought that? Mr. Wallace? Mr. Vaz? Mr. Tufton fought that? Let's pick them uniform wash way. No! And you! The government tell you if you live in a particular area where you know that can't sustain, that can't stay, move, get up, pack up the essential things and go away. No. You can't bother your stay. So get up. Get up and start go up on the yard. Because if you don't go up on the yard, government will find it easier. More than sit down in the school and gripe. More than not do nothing, food, not do nothing. And then see some news media, people start tell some old lie about where you never get. After you one get 10 bread already. Because we know the whole already get 10 bread already. Everybody already get 10 bread a piece. Because a whole heap of Kentucky and Burger King. I will never tell a lie from Mr. Only same teeth of Kentucky and Burger King. No, do that. Because we know, no. Get up and start to clean up on the place.
So yeah, my people, and you know the platforms I see cheer and people are put them remarks to it. You see a lot of people agree with what Karen is saying. You get to me and say, my people, and also me that say an ex-general boy, this a man dark like him eat the sun, my people, but he's have a similar view and have a similar message, my people. Jaja know. Take a listen to what he said.
We see how the blood clot country go through disaster. And the next day, the citizens get up and start clean up back the area. You see me? They start the way they feel because they know life goes on. Nobody sitting down, relying on waiting on nobody. The government are going to do what they do, you know, but it takes a minute. You dig? But only Jamaicans must sit down with them under them blood clot jaw. With them under them jaw. The blood clot demand people to send this and send that, plus send receipt in a bag with this and send receipt in a bag with that. Kunu nasty, dirty bumbo clot nigga. Unu nasty, stinking, underprivileged motherfuckers gonna be. Kunu, you know people come out blood clot come overseas, come work hard. Eh? What the blood clot did Unu provide? Some man never yet build a blood clot shelter. Some man living on a mother and father house from blood clot 1913. And now the rooftop blew off. You still can't blood clot do nothing. You still a demand blood clot, bumbaras clot. People for blood clot. Sorry food. No! You blood clot get up and start work as decent blood clot people. When a citizen country, they get up the government, they respond soon, the government, they respond to build back on the blood clot shit, on the build up. Some man don't need to build nowhere. I'll be a blood clot, dirty zinc up place, on the worthless pussy, while I want to make the country look like that, on the lazy. Wanna get up and go blood clot clean the community, the man, and stop sitting with the hand pound the blood clot jar. Wanna not get nothing free. Nothing is free, me no know. If we never get the blood clot memo, but there's nothing free, we have to get up and start cleaning the community. Government no response. Come clean up on the house or clean up on the blood clot yard. Oh no, city staff to do that. You see it? Wanna stop sit down and pound the lazy and out giving motherfuckers out there and stop depending on people to come blood clot take crown on a big man and big woman. Wanna fuck out there. Wanna fuck. You know a big man and big woman and a fuck son shot take on their own responsibility and stop relying on the government on the nasty shit about people to send this and send that plus receipt. Go no underprivileged, under dirty. Hey!
People, you know, if I take away the bad word and the, you know, rough, aggressive attitude, you know, there is some arguments in a way I put forward still. I mean, understand the frustration of a lot of people and, you know, I understand that a lot of people is traumatized and we understand it's the first, a category 5 storm has made landfall, but at the end of the day, you still can do what you have to try, make yourself a bit comfortable until you can get further aid and assistance. You get me? I say, yeah man, it's kind of easier for people assist you if you know them say boy yeah try a thing or whatever. You get me? I say, yeah man. So I get to the general assembly people. You get me? I say, and me that even observe like over in the Philippines where they might get some back-to-back typhoon and all of them things there. As the thing them done, me see people are trying to fix up on them thing there. So I understand where the ones them I say, and ones must not just look on social media and see what going out there and just get complacent, because while other people may get aid and get help and all of that, them say puss and dog now have the same luck. So you don't know if you are one of the lucky one them or you are one of the one them we have to just go through and do your thing and you know set up back yourself. So you know make sure you put a hand towards the recovery process. Every hands and feet is necessary towards the cause, whether you're government or private citizen or you know you're in the judgment or whatever it is, my people. You see it. And also as we see where artists and you know regular citizens are go hard for do what them can do and support who them can support and all of them things, them people. One question would have come up frequently in all of this, and you know it's where is the church? I get to me I say, and even we did a question the whole thing the other day. You see it, and once I said this and I said that and rape. And we say, well, when the church praise the Lord a public thing, you know, so when they want to do them thing, we want to see it publicly. And we don't see several little movements, but a major one we don't see where definitely worth highlighting is a you know church organization that goes by the name Samaritan First, my people. And what me see them do is basically them have like a water filter where them filter out the seawater and actually get fresh water in I think Manchester there about, and you know them offer other medical aid and food and all of the good stuff. You see it. And first when me see it, the first thing forward to my mind, me I say, oh, I wonder if this water I can actually drink, or is a thing where you know you can just use it, flush a toilet and you know cook some food and all of them things there. However, I would see Fly Green actually drink it, you know, people, and he's the MP. So I guess from Fly that drink it, it's actually drinkable. So when you can take a look at this video.
Samaritan's Purse has established a water filtration system right here in Black River next to the hospital. It is open for the use of the public. You can come here and fill your water bottles, your jugs, so that you can have fresh water at your home. What they have done is, through using a filtration system designed by them, they're filtering water that they take from the sea so that we can have fresh, ready to use, ready to drink water. I want to thank Samaritan's First team for helping us treat with this critical need.
So yeah, my people, that is Fly Green, and as I say, I want to personally big up Samaritan Purse, that organization. It's a church organization, and we love to see them pitching and do what them can actually do, and not just sit and judgment and talk one bag of something where a doom and gloom and to make the spirit of the people immerse, my people. So big up to that church, you see it. And also we see in closing we see another local pastor, you know, with a bonfire and the ones them where exploit and solicit this predicament for people. You see it? Yeah, man, the man are burn a fire upon price gouging, and the ones them where try to sell people steal meat, and you know the ones them where exploit the situation, the one them where try to go around the thing for spread political agenda and so forth. What if a fire the pastor burn said we? I want to take a listen at this.
That you will have a heart, because as a result of the passage of the ferocious Hurricane Melissa, many persons have lost their humanity. Do not be selling people spoiled meat, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you have lost livestock. Yes, you lost money. But that doesn't justify you selling people contaminated meat, contaminated food. Do not. The hurricane have caused a natural disaster. Do not create a man-made one that is worse than Hurricane Melissa. Do not create a man-made pandemic, ladies and gentlemen, by selling things that will hurt your fellow man. Many of you are capitalizing on the fact that people are in need of food, and instead of offering a discount, a 50% discount or something, ladies and gentlemen, just to ensure that your fellow men can get food to eat, you're hiking up your price. Many of you are guilty of price gouging, and you don't know when you do that it's gonna have a long-term effect on your country, on Jamaica. It is time that we understand, ladies and gentlemen, that we are trying to build back this country back to the way it was before Hurricane Melissa. Another thing you need to understand, ladies and gentlemen, the hurricane have exposed a lot of our weaknesses, and I am very glad, we all are very glad that the hurricane have exposed our weaknesses so that we can address them, so that we can be more hurricane prepared. Ladies and gentlemen, board houses cannot sustain a hurricane, cannot resist a hurricane. Zinc houses cannot resist a hurricane, and I never even knew that persons were still living in board houses and zinc houses. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this hurricane have opened up our eyes to the fact that we need proper infrastructure in our country so that our citizens can be properly protected should another hurricane like Melissa strike this country. Cause many of us, we never expect to lose our houses like that. Yes, we were expecting a few house tops to blow off because during a hurricane things like these happen. But for a person to just finish their house that they have labored for many years to build, and 2 days after they finish their house, they lost it to Hurricane Melissa. Ladies and gentlemen, that's heartrending. But do not add insult to injury by, ladies and gentlemen, being heartless. Don't be so heartless that you're selling ground provision for a whole lot of money in order to benefit financially from a crisis. You should be seeking to help your fellow men, not to tear them down. Persons who are hiking up taxi fare. You are as heartless as the devil himself. You're the devil in human form. Why I say that? Because the government give you free toll. A week of free toll. During the week of free toll, you unlawfully, you illegally increase your taxi fares when you should be reducing it in order to help out your fellow men. You're increasing it, adding insults to injury. Ladies and gentlemen, learn to be your brother's keeper. You could have been in the same situation that your fellow men are now in. Have a heart. Come on, somebody. Have a heart. Where is your conscience? Where is your humanity? Have we lost it somewhere? Are we allowing greed to blind us? Are we allowing, ladies and gentlemen, hatred to cloud our vision? The Prime Minister is working behind the scenes to get help into the country, while instead of praying for our leader, you're busy spreading misinformation, speaking all sort of lies in order to gain political points about the Prime Minister. Come on, shame on you, my Jamaican citizen. Shame on you. Many of you are just natural haters. You hate everybody. You hate us, pastors. You hate yourselves. And you hate your leaders. It's time to put aside all those negativity, ladies and gentlemen, and focus on building back this country even better than how it was before the hurricane. Because many of us have never seen a hurricane at this magnitude. For our entire life is the first time in our history that we are seeing a hurricane like this at category 5. Ladies and gentlemen, so you know that we weren't prepared for a category 5 hurricane. So ladies and gentlemen, I am appealing to you. Have a heart, have a conscience. Do not sell people contaminated food. Desist from practicing price gouging. Desist from illegally increasing taxi fare. Do you know that that's against the law and you can be prosecuted for it if persons decide to report you? And you can even lose your road license for that. You need to understand yourselves. Come on. You need to understand yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever you can do to help your fellow men. I've seen a lot of persons helping. Even my church, yes, helped. And I am so very proud of everybody who put together to help those persons in Western Jamaica. I must applaud them. But for those persons that are hell-bent on illegal activities, you need to take a grip of yourself. You need to understand yourself. If you don't understand yourself, then the law is going to get you, because the God that I am serving is a just God and he doesn't like ugly. Ever wonder why some persons, no matter how much money they make, they can never hold on to it? No matter how much money that comes in their position, they can't hold on to it. You know why they can't hold on to it? Because they are greedy, ladies and gentlemen. Their heart is filled with darkness. And the darkness corrupt them in such a way that they cannot be blessed. If you want God to really reward you, have a heart, have a conscience. Remember, It's your fellow men, it's your brothers, it's your sisters, it's your aunts, your uncles, your nieces, your daughters. Have a conscience, ladies and gentlemen, and let us, together as a nation, build this country, rebuild this country even better than before. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Evangelist Adrian Young. I thank you.
So yeah, my people, that is where the brethren are say in Jesus' name. You don't know how the thing go. Big up on yourself and bless up on yourself. And as usual, we'll catch you in another one. I'm out.